Hello everybody and welcome to this week's edition of ITK Soccer Show. I forgot what show I was doing there for a minute. Loads of shows these days, lads.
Too many shows.
We don't have that much news, but we have a tremendous amount of results also available online.
You could just go like, the guy after Sky Sports.
The classified.
Like, Arsenal 1, Wimbledon 6.
Yeah, I don't
just
think
keep doing all those.
I don't think you're going to get that job back.
It's finally happened. Like I'm sorry to say it for the spoiler of the show, but all the listeners have been waiting for. I've finally taken over Neil on fantasy football.
Oh fuck!
Have you?
I'm up to 5th.
But to be fair, it's still provisional results though, so we can't know for sure.
Yeah,
really.
Speaking of it being provisional results, we're recording this at a time where there is a lot more than 47 minutes gone in the QPR Everton match, but my computer is frozen. At the last time of checking, it was 2-0. Morales and Barkley with the goals, both deflections.
It's definitely 3-0.
Well,
definitely Naismith 3-0.
Okay, fine. We'll keep you posted on that as it continues. We'll do the rest of the Premier League recap as well, but we'll start in chronological order, which is Champions League results from this past week. So Tuesday night we had Man City beating Roma 2-0 away. That was enough to bring them into.
It was Wednesday. Not Wednesday night.
Sorry, that was Wednesday. Oh. Okay, Tuesday night. Arsenal beat Galatasaray 4-1.
Some nice goals in that match.
Yeah, Ramsey's goal to make it 3-0 was incredible. Whose reaction was it that there was loads of vines of? What Arsenal player? His reaction. Sanogo, yeah. Sanogo standing at the near post where it goes in. He just turns around and he's like, oh my God.
Did you know, Sanogo actually said if he wasn't a professional footballer, he wants to be a postman. That's why I call him the postman. He says that's his dream job. If he can't make it as a footballer, he's going to go back to France and become a postman.
Well, he hasn't made it as a footballer yet, in my opinion.
So yeah, like he's on poster looking for someone.
I've never heard of anybody wanting to aspire to deliver mail, but we need postmen.
He just says there's Sanogo standing at the far post. He's like,
my postman's a cunt.
I heard. Yeah,
I
heard he got fired.
I lodged a complaint about my postman.
What do you do?
So basically, I don't work Mondays because I work Sundays essentially, and I have my lie-in on Sunday or on Monday. I have my Sunday lie-in on Monday. So what would happen is Claire runs a clothing business, so we get a lot of deliveries in for fabrics and stuff that can't fit through the letterbox. So he'll ring the doorbell and get me out of bed, which is fine, but he'll, after a few times this happening, you start making a comment. He'd be like, did I get you up, did I? It's just like, yeah, clearly you did. It's just like, am I supposed to feel bad about this? It's not my fault that you're stupid enough, no offense, Sanogo, that the only thing you can do is be a postman, so you have to get up at 6 a.m. Like this cunt. So as well, there was one morning where Claire was off work and he came to the door and he goes, both of you like your bed, don't you? You're not allowed to do that. So I rang up and I lodged a complaint and he hasn't been seen around here since.
I find nothing wrong with that, to be honest.
Really?
Just trying to make conversation, like.
But that's a critical conversation. You could just be like, you've got a tremendous car in the driveway there.
Yeah, but it's not like he's saying...
I can't afford that on these wages.
Yeah, but it's not like he's like, Jesus,
got a bike.
Some people look terrible when they wake up in the morning, but you two look terrific. Like, it's not exactly that.
Hey, if he had said that, I would be okay. It's like, geez, you look great for just out of bed. Actually, I wouldn't like that.
I think if you
had... she said that to Claire, she'd like that now.
This guy, anyway, I just want, look, if I'm going to be... here's the thing, though, John. There was things he could put through the letterbox, so I think he was doing it. He's a sycophant, and he was doing it for his own pleasure. He's like, you can wake him up now.
I think he just likes to chat.
I think he's I just hope that his children have to eat rat for Christmas. Anyway... no hard feelings.
Doesn't sound like it, no.
So, the equaliser for Galatasaray was a sweet old free kick by Wesley Sneijder.
Was there an equaliser? Was it not like
an incredible free kick? I always just forget he plays there. Like he's very. I can't wait though in January when the usual always go to Man United. Yeah. You know,
I think the last thing Man United need is an attacking midfielder. But
he's every transfer.
I know him and Strootman. I know,
and Huntelaar as well.
They just get that Dutch buzz going, and now they've even more reason with Van Gaal in charge. This was the night of spectacular free kicks that meant nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Liverpool drew at home to Basel.
I had a great night that night.
Okay.
Drinking my...
Yes, we had some birthday drinks for Dan that night. We went to Sinnett's, the Liverpool-friendly pub, and I'm 0-5.
Not a Liverpool-friendly club. I hate it. Don't know why we keep going there.
Well, I'm 0-5. I've gone there for 5 crucial games, and I've never seen Liverpool win.
You got to drink some Knob Creek.
That was in a different place, a different establishment.
That was a nice place. Should have gone there first. And then I could have seen
Can't
Liverpool
believe you
line
never
up and
in
just went
Brussels
home.
before.
Do you
So we
remember,
met your Chris Jericho there.
after we went to Sinnott's, we went to Brussels for a few more drinks because they'd done the place up once. He was like, and the moment we sat down in our booth, they had the only telly in the bar directed at us, showing the replay of the match. Sad times. Steve Gerrard equalised with a blind for a free kick, and Liverpool actually looked like they could get something, but they were unfortunately down to 10 men when all this happened because Laser Markovic tried to dust some sleep away from Basel player's eye.
Yeah.
Dan, that would come in handy for you. We could jump
Oh,
the
my eyes are fucking killing me, guys.
Get a bit of Laser Markovic in here.
For anyone who's doesn't obviously can't see here, I was diagnosed, I suppose. What would be the word? What would be the word? What's the word?
No, you were diagnosed. You were.
It's a harsh word, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
For a bit of conjunctivitis in the eyes, you know.
Yeah.
So
They do look.
He's got a bit of pink eye. He's had a good weekend. Good birthday weekend.
Yeah, we got a lot of stories from Leeds. I hope for us. We'll get to that in a minute.
that's where I got
Do we
it.
have to?
Yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, there's a
But
few
no,
marathons or whatever.
Brendan Rodgers just started an absolute reserve team.
Yeah.
I looked at and didn't even want to go. I was halfway into town when I saw the lineup and I was like, do I have to go?
Yeah.
I did.
Was first off though, was it a sending off?
Yes.
In a way, it was. First of all, it's one of those ones you don't want to give, especially in Europe, because these refs are very fussy in Europe. You don't want to give them an opportunity to send you off,
Yeah.
and there was no need for him to do it.
I actually don't think it was a sending off personally.
Like, I think, I don't even know if he touched him, if he did touch him, but he did flick back at him, and he gave the referee the option, so you can see why he was sent off.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a bit harsh, but he was fucking stupid to do it. There's
Sure.
no other, like that. I think that's a very fair assessment of the whole thing, like, you know. And that didn't change the game, by the way. I
so-
don't think you were going to win anyway.
Liverpool. Well, I don't know. They did look better at the second part of the second half, and
I
10
think
men might have made the
almost.
difference.
I think it almost made you better. It's like, oh crap, we've only got.
It's
literally-
I think we started off
There-
well, and I think Markovic was making some good runs. And then
He came on
after
at
the sending
half-time.
off, things slowed down until the 75th, 80th minute.
Yeah.
And even then, there's no one to score goals in the team anyways.
Well, Liverpool are still in Europe. The Europa League draws were Liverpool with Besiktas, so Demba Ba is going to be watering at the mouth going against Lovren.
It's a
Gerrard.
famous history-making
Oh fuck! I
Big-
forgot about this.
biggest win of all time, 8-0.
Benayoun with a hat trick.
Yeah, Varnon got one, I think.
Bill, Dunphy described Benayoun's hat trick as you getting a hat trick, Bill. It's like, there you are, Bill. There you are at the back post. Get your hat trick. There you get your hat trick, Bill. There you are. There you are, Bill. Well done. Hat trick for you, Bill. Champions League.
Inter, Celtic, Young Boys, Everton, and Spurs, Fiorentina are the big draws that came out of the Europa League.
We will never talk about the Europa League again.
No,
unless-
no.
But you do realise if you guys win this, you get Champions League.
Yeah, but
Like-
we have a manager who's never won a cup game.
Like, I think, I can actually see Everton really go for this, because Arsenal or whoever finished fourth will fall out.
No.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? I'm pretty sure you just get a place.
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
You get
So it's not the four-person.
No, that's if you win the Champions League and you don't qualify.
Yes, that happened at that one time. With
Oh
us,
well,
but,
there. Well, like still, though, it's probably an easier path than getting top four.
It is now.
Olympiacos beat Malmo 4-0. Madrid shellacked Ludogorets 4-0. Monaco beat Zenit, and Juve and Madrid was 0-0. On Wednesday night, Man City did enough, as mentioned earlier, against Roma away to qualify.
Do you see that apparent Zabaleta quote that came out of that game?
What do you
He
say?
goes, "It's one of my favourite goals. I just knew it was a big goal for the club, so I ran towards my fans to celebrate, and then I couldn't find them. And then I saw thousands of empty seats and thought to myself, there they are."
I suppose there's only about 1,003 or 400 Man City fans at that.
Well,
That's
they
actually-
don't go to the home Champions League games, so they're hardly going to travel.
That's like I'm just wondering because like Leeds when they're in '99 they brought 7,500.
Yeah.
They just knew it was like
Yeah, but they
First
say
class,
they're
sorry.
all
it's
unemployed,
like first
saving up
class
their
of the
scratch.
Titanic, like
Saving up their
isn't it?
scratch.
Saving up their scratch.
We're unemployed, so that means we can afford to go to Italy every Tuesday.
Yeah, that's it. The postman was probably with them. Ajax beat Apoel 4-0. So I'm pretty sure they went through, did they? Did I
Europa
get through?
League.
Oh, they didn't. Barcelona beat PSG 3-1 to get some revenge. Luis Suarez scored. Chelsea 3-1 against Sporting. Okay, so we've got the Champions League draws now. Arsenal, it was either going to be Monaco, Bayern or somebody else, and
or the Spanish lads.
they actually got Monaco. It's the first time in a long time that they've had a fair
It's
draw.
the first time actually that it's benefited them by finishing second.
Yep.
Because well, even though Juventus wouldn't have been the hardest seed to get if you finish in first, but Monaco is probably the worst team in the draw.
It's
Yeah.
kind of annoying, like, as a fan, and it's hard to say, like, because I support Liverpool, but it's annoying they went out, because this draw, we've seen all the matches, like, last year, like, PSG, Chelsea,
Yep.
and Barca City. It's like,
Yeah, no,
don't
I
think anything will
completely no.
change.
That's completely true. PSG and Chelsea, and people are saying, "Oh, that's a tough draw." Well, Chelsea did it last year miraculously.
better team now.
They have a better
Yeah.
team, and David Luiz is playing centre half for PSG.
That's true. Dortmund and Juve, that'll be interesting. They're teams on similar levels in Europe usually over the last 2 seasons. Man City versus Barca, as before mentioned. Shakhtar Bayern, and what's not Liverpool versus Porto?
Basel.
And Schalke versus Madrid. Okay,
Did
so
you fancy? Did it get through?
okay, let's
Go
do it.
Arsenal, Chelsea, Dortmund,
No, Juve will beat Dortmund.
Dortmund.
What's,
Atletico,
why?
because they are good in Europe.
Juventus are.
Juventus are usually quarterfinals.
Dortmund lost again
No,
this
they're not.
weekend. so
Juventus have had one quarter-final appearance in like 10 years.
Okay, but Dortmund are shite at the moment, and they lost this weekend.
Yeah, they're crap in the league, but they're good in the Champions League.
We'll see.
I'm
Atletico
going
to
to
beat.
go Atletico will get
Yeah.
through. I'm going to go City to beat Barca.
Wow. Okay.
Well, not unless Enrique can get his team going, because he's still kind of working at so much stuff. They haven't clicked yet.
Yeah.
If they click by then, I'd fancy Barca, but at the moment, I would pick City over them, especially if Aguero's fit.
Oh, yeah.
And you go Bayern. I'd probably go. Probably Porto. Have more experience than Basel, and I'm not going to say. I think Real Madrid will beat Schalke by 10 goals on aggregate.
Okay. That's
It's not a ridiculous comment.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, before we get into the Premier League recap, while we're waiting for this QPR or Everton game to close up, financial fair play is hit Blackburn, Notts Forest, and I guess the Leeds thing is a separate issue, I suppose, is
No.
it?
No,
No,
it's
this,
not.
so this is nothing to do with the boat, does it? Or is this...
No.
No, that's just him.
Okay, so what have Leeds done to
I
incur
have-
this?
Look at this
Oh, Jesus.
homework. No, it's
Handwritten.
quotes. It's quotes
Why is it in several different colours?
because the pen broke down halfway through.
That's adorable. You're like a kid writing his letter to Santa.
I know, and it's in red and black as well.
You
So,
know,
it's
you printed out the set list. Could you not have wrote them down on Microsoft Word, or even copy and pasted the quote?
Yeah, but I'd already printed them off, and it wasn't I was wasting another piece of paper. Good for the
You did
environment.
waste another piece of paper.
No, I didn't. It's on the back.
On a script. Okay.
I didn't know we were allowed to do that. Sorry, go ahead.
You're not allowed to do that. Write in your script and take
You
notes.
can't vandalise the script. Clearly, Dan didn't get the email. All right, go on.
No, okay. So essentially, this financial fair play is for the 3 clubs. They can't sign anyone on permanent deal or loan unless they have 24 or less players in their respective squads, who are regardless as an established player. That is completely true for Leeds, as they are older than 21 and have made more than 5 starts for the club. So Leeds have so many young players in the squad that they're all that age that we're actually allowed to buy players in January. We actually are. But there is still more criteria, and see, these circumstances clubs are allowed to make additional signings where the employee costs of a player being signed are less than 600 grand per annum. I'm sure you lost, yeah? Head on your look at it.
In a world of my own.
So, and then Leeds will be not cleared of it, but they have to balance the books. So they must demonstrate if it stayed within the maximum permitted deviation of 6 million, brackets 3 million operating loss plus 3 million investment from shareholders
These are just
for the
words.
rest of the season. No, so Leeds are technically found loopholes. We are able to buy players because
Remember
we
the
are
last time-
eligible to buy players, providing it's under 600 grand.
Remember the last time
That's why we
Leeds
have to.
found a loophole and I got a points deficit?
Well, here we go for more points.
Yeah,
Can't
so-
wait. Well, no, it's like we've
That-
literally got it. Like,
If we're doing Christmas predictions, I imagine Leave getting points deduction.
Okay.
Christmas Day, you'll
well,
get
it does seem pretty black and white. This one, I think that is fine. And
Red and black, we've established that.
yeah, so I think Leeds will be alright. But like, you know, hopefully that goes for all the teams as well. But I did actually read though, I knew we were going into FFP a few months ago. That's why Chelina bought like 16 players over the summer. Because no,
Fucking
it doesn't.
club, Dan.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count for this year. You see.
But so he will incur more FFP next year because he's bought 16 players.
No, because he was making a profit though this season.
Okay, fine.
It's for the year of 2013 of GFH.
So is there any outstanding talent out there for under 600 grand, like a right back from Brentford or something you're looking at?
Can have Falcao for a week and a half.
Probably, yeah. We need a good old midfielder. That's all we need.
Like, I'll give you Gerrard.
Yeah. I'll try Gerrard.
He would be perfect actually to sit in front of the back four.
Well, I don't think. I think.
if you
As long as he doesn't slip, he's grand.
If
Yeah.
you're watching football the last 2 years, I think you'll find he's not perfect for 2 years.
For the championship, he's fine.
So Blackburn and Forest, do they have a complete ban, or have they also found a way around
That's
it?
the exact criteria for all the clubs I quoted.
Okay.
So I don't know the situation with their squads.
Sure.
But that's what Leeds are under. We've got like 7 or 8 players every week playing under 23. So technically they don't actually class as a full squad.
All right.
So we're still eligible to buy players under emergency rules.
Okay. West Brom and Aston Villa was the first game in the Premier League this weekend. It was 1-0 Craig Gardner goal for West Brom. Kieran Richardson got a red card after
Against his old
22
club.
minutes against his old club. And that's the second time he's been sent off against an ex-club of his.
Yeah, it's
And it was also Gardner against his old club as well.
There you go.
he was delighted with himself when he scored. Did you see how many dives there were in this weekend?
Oh, we'll get on the
It was
Chelsea
the
match.
Chelsea match. But there was one hilarious one in this where I can't remember if it was, but he went out and I just went, "Yeah, sorry, ref." Like the ref gave me a yellow card and he went, "Yeah, sorry."
Yeah. He knew what he was doing. Sunderland drew to West Ham in the Stadium of Light. Penalty and a Stuart Downing. A peach of an equaliser for Stuart Downing.
That was another dive for the penalty.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but think about Downing here. You know, like some of the players Rodgers got rid of in last night.
If you're going to
You're
say
gonna
that Downing should have stayed at Liverpool,
No, I'm not
you're
saying
talking
that.
out of your absolute
I'm not
field
saying
for
that. I'm saying some of the players he's got rid of, as
Yeah.
in like Downing and Agger, and who else did he kind of get rid of lately? They'd actually probably do a job for your team at the moment.
I don't think so. Agger's,
Adam would.
Agger's dog died there under suspicious circumstances. It was in the paper.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So either Agger killed him or some...
Might have been Brendan Rodgers.
Who's
Sneaking
Bromby's
by.
biggest? He's with Bromby, isn't he?
Yes.
Who's their biggest rival? Was it Copenhagen or something?
But it's a good safe bet.
FC
Jesus.
Mold could be.
Man City scraped by Leicester at the King Power Stadium. Frankie Lampard getting another goal. So his record so far for City has been incredible.
I think Vargas for Leicester only plays well against Manchester teams because he looked great in that match. Is it Vargas?
Yeah,
Vardy, you mean?
Vargas
sorry,
plays
Vargas
for...
for QPR.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he was incredible and he quite good. Company went out with a hamstring injury though. So
That's huge, yeah.
He went off 2 weeks ago as well. He wasn't recovered.
Yeah, do you think that they'll go for someone in January?
I don't think so. Again, with the financial fair play thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think a lot of these clubs are kind of like, well, wait, because January again. You're first of all, any player you buy, it's completely overinflated because
Yeah,
you
'cause
look
they're
at it,
in
it's like,
contract.
oh, we have to buy someone, but we need a replacement, so it's a knock-on effect,
Yes.
and also it's mid season.
I think you can also get players for cheap though. Like
Well, yeah, you don't have to pay over the odds, but it's
Like most-
the
most-
clubs are going to be reluctant to sell with only
Yeah,
3
but
weeks of possibly buying someone during
teams
mid-season.
with big squads, like you could get someone like that's how Liverpool got like Coutinho and
Well, the
Sturridge
January
and all
window
that.
doesn't help small clubs.
That's right. You all right?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know what you were doing with your head there.
Was I doing something with my
Yeah,
head?
you're like
Was I? I was. Sorry, it was the cable here. All right. Crystal Palace and Stoke. Peter Crouch scoring for the second week in a row. There was 1-1 after James McArthur opened up the scoring for Palace. Nothing of note. Chelsea and Hull. 2-0 to Chelsea. This was a pantomime. There was people flipping and flopping and diving all over the place. The referee kind of got it right at the start by giving Willian a yellow card, but
Yeah.
then there was like complete inconsistency.
yeah, Cahill went down, was already booked.
Cahill was
Should have
already
been
booked for
sent
something that could have been a red as well.
Yeah.
And like Cahill's was like
Did you hear Mourinho after the match?
flagrant
It's just
dive.
my players don't cheat and dive. It's like, sorry, pal. You're one of the guys who brought it into British football. Like he's the one who perfected it.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, no, it was.
He
it
always
was
gives out when someone does something against him or his players are accused of it. He goes absolutely mad. He does.
someone who did get a red card was Huddleston at 61 minutes. So
That's a
Hazard,
mad challenge.
it was absolutely insane. You just
Yeah.
jumped on him really. Felipe Luis.
I like when
Um,
a player's already booked, but they still get a straight red card.
I know, yeah,
it's
it's
like
great.
the ref can be like, "Here's a second yellow," but now he's like, "Get off."
Yeah,
There's your
get
three
it.
match, man.
There you go. Chelsea opened the scoring at 7 minutes with Eden Hazard, and Costa got a goal a few minutes after Huddleston was sent off. So he broke his very small drought of 4 games without a goal. Burnley and Southampton at Turf Moor. Ashley Barnes getting a huge 3 points for Burnley against Southampton. And Southampton have really kind of fallen from grace now, haven't they?
Tadic missed a penalty.
That's true.
They've lost 4 last 5, is it?
Yeah, they've had some tough games.
To be
though.
fair, yeah,
They've had
they're
Arsenal,
unlucky
United.
to not draw against Arsenal. They should have beaten Man United.
I think everyone should
City
have
beat them, took them apart really.
Yeah.
Then they lost to Burnley and they drew to Villa.
Yeah, I think so.
Go back further.
Yeah.
So, but they're still at what? They're still fifth.
Yeah, that's
They're still ahead of Arsenal in goal difference. So.
And finally, we had Arsenal and Newcastle. Speaking of another run that has ended, Arsenal shellacked them at the Emirates. Giroud with 2 goals. Santi Cazorla with another 2 on his 30th birthday.
Giroud more goals than Falcao and Balotelli.
Well,
and he's only played 5 games.
Yeah, I think the Balotelli stat is the one that really, really shows the most. Speaking of which, Balotelli hitting the bar. As Liverpool were already 2-0 down at half-time against Manchester City. Wayne Rooney opened up the scoring at 12 minutes. Man United. Wayne Rooney opened up the scoring at 12 minutes, and then Juan Mata scored it's just ridiculous goal.
You know, in Rooney's last 100 appearances in Old Trafford, he's been involved in 94 goals.
That is correct. I heard that too.
It's incredible.
That is incredible.
For all the stuff he gets said about him, his record is still very good.
He's looking slim.
You know.
Yeah.
I think he seems happy enough now under
But
Van Gaal.
he looks a lot
And
smaller.
he's been he was deployed pretty much as the base of that with Fellaini.
I think.
I thought he actually played pretty well.
I think Fellaini's an awful player.
I'm not saying Fellaini's good. I'm saying Rooney.
Yeah.
So the thing with Rooney, if you notice the Sterling miss for the first goal,
Yeah.
Rooney was the closest player to him. 25 seconds later, he scores the goal. So he's working hard. He's good attitude.
Very much so. Juan Mata's goal was just ridiculously offside.
Did anyone else see that and just go, that's offside?
Yes.
All the commentators, no players, no referees. How were we able to see it?
And the Van Persie goal, I was in the pub watching it, and I was very like,
No, that Van Persie goal was a double whammy from Lovren.
I think United are going to win the league. I think they're Liverpool last year with a good keeper.
Yeah, he's you were saying this to me last night. It's quite incredible. Van Persie then scored 71 minutes after Kolo Toure forgot that he was a centre back, thought he was centre forward, lost the ball, straight pass to Mata, and then Lovren botched and played Van Persie on. So 3-0. It's worth noting though. There was 2 1-on-1 attempts. Sterling really should have had 4 goals at least. Balotelli hit the bar. It was the best Liverpool in the second half. It was the best Liverpool. Just the whole game is the best
It was
Liverpool.
the team Rodgers should have played on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was the best Liverpool had looked all season.
They played well, but Man United didn't defend well though as well.
Yeah,
to give those sort of chances.
Still, just the idea that Liverpool were able to have some
Like
creativity.
Carragher said, he never played in a team that created that many chances at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
It was just. I'm not saying United, but United won 3-0. It was. They look better than they were.
I've been saying this. I think I said this last week. I got shot down for saying it. Man United are not playing well. They really are. I said this, and I go, De Gea's keep them in games. And you're like, oh, they've won 6 or 5 in a row. They're playing well. They're not playing well though.
Well, it's a combination of two things.
They're not like De Gea saved them against Palace.
Yes.
He saved them against Stoke.
Yes.
Saved them against Arsenal.
I don't think
and saved them against Liverpool. 4 man of the match performances out of 6.
I don't think they're as comfortable. They're not as comfortable as you'd expect from United, but they're still winning the games. Like you wouldn't say
they are winning the games, but they should have been. They were hockeyed against Arsenal for the first half. They were destroyed by Southampton.
I don't think they were destroyed.
The only team they beat comfortably out of those games was Hull at home, who haven't won a game in 9 matches and only scored 1 goal in 8.
Oh, Hull is a given.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
That's the only game they really look good in. I'm not having a go at Man United here. I'm critiquing performances.
I think
and if you're relying on your goalkeeper every week,
I think
to get you points
for the injuries they have,
we've got the best keeper in the world. That's fine. It's not fine. You shouldn't have to rely on him though.
I'd love to have a keeper we relied on.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have to rely on him every game. And I go, oh yeah, we're grand.
I don't think.
Do you know what I mean? They're not playing great though.
I honestly think that they're fine. I think they're just scoring goals. They're comfortable that they're going to score goals, so they're given chances. I think that if Liverpool had Sturridge instead of Sterling, the game is completely different.
Absolutely.
But I think in all the other matches, nothing I've watched from United going, other than the Arsenal match, which I think they were very lucky to win.
Very lucky to beat Southampton.
I don't think they were.
Oh, they were. They had 2 shots.
We didn't watch the second half or whatever, and they just scored, and I think they just sat back and did nothing. Like they're playing Michael Carrick and centre back, because that's obviously going to create chances. In fact, he gave one to Sterling in the second half.
Yeah, they are playing with a makeshift defence, and no matter what, you can say their attack is looking more dangerous as Van Persie comes back into form.
They are doing well, alright, in terms of going forward. I just think their whole general play, as in, they are still giving them so many chances, and at the end of the day, De Gea has been saving them.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a lot like the way Ireland were kind of under Trapattoni, where every match, Shay Given and Richie Dunn were our best players. For about a year and a half. And it was just like, we're going to get trenched one of these days. It's just going to happen. I'm not saying Man United are going to get hockeyed, but They have been literally like last year. Some of those chances with Liverpool and some like things like De Gea saving on the line, Ashley Young saved one off the line as well against I think it was it Palace a couple of weeks ago. Like it was just cleared off the line. Like if this was last year under Moyes, they were going in. This year, to be fair, Man United have had the rub of the green. I don't think that's a harsh thing to say. They definitely have things have been going their way. Even like for example the Mata goal. The Mata goal, it was clearly offside.
Yeah.
Liverpool were not out of that game at 1-0 at
No.
half time. As soon as the second goal went in, that was it. I don't care how many chances you created. It was just one of those days. It was like, it's just those things are going their way this year. Under Moyes last year, they weren't.
I don't think they created as many chances under Moyes. They did what Rodgers has been trying to do the last few matches and set up defensively and hopefully score.
Well, again, no, but
I don't think you can really.
But what I'm saying is that they've sat back and they've looked nervous for the last 10 minutes of some of these games. Stoke and Palace have been throwing the ball into the box. It's hit the post. De Gea's made a brilliant save. It's cleared off the line in the last minute. They were going in last year. This is the point I'm trying to say, though. I think they're really riding their luck here at the moment.
I don't think they're going to win the league.
The 6 wins in a row is
really
performances is not.
I think Chelsea are very reliant on Costa, and he'll get injured. And City are very thing on, and they don't have Champions League. So I think if it comes to February or March and they're still where they are, it's definitely a title hunt there.
Okay, well, speaking of goalkeepers. Liverpool, Brendan Rodgers has dropped Mignolet for what? How did he say it?
Indefinite future.
Yeah, indefinite amount of time. So that's huge, really.
He's gone. Yeah.
He got a keeper in January.
Probably.
Yeah,
who is there?
I don't know.
Oh, who are we linked to?
Some guy who made a howler this weekend.
Weidenfeller was dropped by Dortmund as well. You know the Outland goal?
Yeah, no, we were linked to... I can't remember who we were linked to. We'll talk about that when we're doing the Christmas previews. The second game on Sunday was Spurs edging past Swansea City.
Literally edging past. You had the chances for Boney and all that to score. They just did not take it.
Gary Monk said after the game, if it was a boxing match, it would have been stopped after an hour.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. Harry Kane again with a goal, Wilfred Boney again with the equaliser, and then Christian Eriksen in the dying minutes again. So it's it's just Spurs just don't really have.
They really struggle after Europe, so that's why. Well, I'll know definitely at this weekend, but I see Liverpool no chance of getting top 4 because of Europa League, and then
I think that's very, very safe to say. Okay, let's see how we're doing here. QPR have come back with Bobby Zamora goal. It's a 3-1 there.
You have him in your fancy team. So
what about
I'm very annoyed
yes.
about that.
With a few minutes left, we're at the 82nd minute there. Okay, Christmas predictions. So, we have a lot of people linked to a lot of places. I guess we can talk about what's going to happen in January and just general predictions over the Christmas time. Liverpool linked with Torres.
Going to Atletico if he goes anywhere, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't see any of that. Howdes being linked to Arsenal. I can definitely see Arsenal buying a centre-back.
Can you?
Oh, yeah. They need one. Debussy playing centre-back.
Yes, but
see the videos
of Wenger, though. He's not going to...
You know how Wenger used to manage Monaco?
Smoking.
Yes. Yeah, just smoking on the bench. Just like,
was he?
This is easy. That's what he needs. Someone needs to hand him a smoke. Like. That's what he's searching for in those big pockets all the time.
That's why he's going to... That's why he's going to these water parks.
Yeah.
What? What's that to do with water park?
Because that's where he relaxes now. He goes to the water parks.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Very good.
I can see them definitely getting somebody in. It'll probably be like somebody from League 2 or something. League 2.
It's like, I can see this guy would be good in 5 years' time. Like Bocca Shelly in 2010. He only turned into a good defender in 2013-14. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Liverpool selling Balotelli to Inter Milan.
Do you see that one happening?
That'll be a loan deal. No one...
Bally back to Inter.
What's his contract? 3 years?
2, I think.
2. Like, how much, honestly, you'd be able to get back for him?
He's a striker. He's young. You still get over it. You'll get money back easily.
Oh, I don't think you'd get 15 back.
I think you would.
You'd get 10 max.
Yeah, I got offered 14 for Marini.
That was ridiculous.
I don't know. I think any striker who's got his goal scoring record bar this season and is a name, you'll sell jerseys, you'll get 15 million easy.
Any other potential links? I think there's been a few, but
the Marco Royce thing has died down, I think.
Steve Bruce to be sacked.
Do you think Steve Bruce is going?
Yeah, he's just falling.
Maybe they'll find Hatem Ben Arfa. He's disappeared.
Oh yeah, did you hear that? You can't find Hatem Ben Arfa.
He's gone.
What?
He's just disappeared.
Is he on loan to Hull?
Yeah, but he
maybe
Bruce,
he's back in Newcastle.
Bruce
Maybe
took
he
him out.
took a wrong turn.
Bruce took him out off 35 minutes gone there. It was against Man United.
Mm.
It was against, and he says, "Yeah, your work rate was crap." And he's like, "Okay." He hasn't shown up since.
Adebayor's gone home as well.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's going to try and get cured.
players. Oh, and Kevin Nolan will get sent off because he likes Christmas off.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, every year Christmas, Kevin Nolan gets a straight red card around Christmas to
That's
get
fucking
the 3
brilliant.
matches off to get the weekend.
I don't think Neil Redfern will be sacked this Christmas.
Do you think Brendan Rodgers will be sacked this Christmas?
No, not a chance. He'd be
I
there.
don't know.
He'd be there till the end of the season.
I think that
He'd be there till the
United
end of the
that
season.
United team gave me a bit more confidence in him than I had.
Yeah, I feel the same way. We'll look actually at the Capital One Cup quarterfinals. Bournemouth and Liverpool, Spurs and Newcastle takes place on Wednesday. Tuesday evening, Derby host Chelsea, and Sheffield United against Southampton. Okay, so the ITK teaser from last week, Dan.
Was it?
Not my job to remember.
What was it? Was it Ronaldo's first hat trick? Was it?
Oh,
yeah,
was, yeah.
good man.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think about this.
There we go. He didn't get it actually until the year they won the Champions League with him in it. So it was about 5 years since.
Can you give us? Was in the Premier League?
Yeah. They beat them like 7-0, I think. Right, they scored all the
West
goals.
Ham.
Newcastle.
Yes. It was the year they went down. Yeah, Newcastle.
Because I think Rooney almost got a hat trick in that as well, and I was hoping for it because I love matches where 2 hat tricks happen.
Jesus. Okay, so we've got a new teaser for next week. Go ahead.
I have
For
one
2
as
weeks'
well.
time. Oh, brilliant.
Which I only saw today.
All right, go for it, John.
2 players that have won World Cup in 2 centuries.
2 players that have won a World Cup in 2 centuries.
Yeah.
So somebody's won it in the 90s and somebody's won it in
Pele.
past the millennium.
Pele.
Yeah.
Pele.
No.
Oh, 2 centuries. Sorry, I
2
was
centuries.
sorry.
That's fantastic. Okay. Okay. Closer? No.
No.
It's Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone else who played for that team.
The cafe on that one.
Yeah.
There we
They were
Carlos
2
might have won it as well.
No, Carlos wasn't in the
Was he
90s
not?
team. No.
Okay, Dan. What's your one?
Who was the highest German goal scorer in the Champions League
Oh.
Ever.
ever? In
Okay.
Champions League, not European Cup.
Okay.
Champions League.
Okay.
Lewandowski.
He's definitely Polish.
Oh, is he? That's all the same to me.
Definitely.
His name is Lewandowski. I'm German.
He might be German.
Okay, so
Oh my
let's
God.
get... Are you all right?
He's German.
Things are getting flown off the wall here.
Poltergeist. The postman's back. Award time. Spoofer of the week, John.
Daniel Agger's new club, Brøndby, celebrated 50 years of being a football club by setting a stand on fire.
Was this intentional?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
They were like, we'll just set this stand on fire.
Yeah. I hope Liverpool do that because Liverpool are building the new stand now.
Oh, yeah.
So I wouldn't mind if they just at the end of the season just fire Brendan Rodgers and
Yeah, what's the crack?
Attach him to
What's
the
the
stand.
crack of building Anfield now? Like, what's happening?
they're
with it?
building it now. You'll see
Like,
it
what
when
is
you go
it?
there.
Are they building out or up, or are they knocking
Out.
stands
They're
down?
not going to
or-
stand down and just.
So you're going to have like half a stand for a year, or what? Or
I don't know.
because I was watching,
I think
the
they're
Premier
building
League years the other day, and like
Yeah.
behind. No, it was actually it was on this before the Man United Liverpool match.
Yeah.
They showed there was the Stratford end. There was nothing
Yeah.
there. It was like a big wall.
Yeah. No,
Like-
I think it'll be done. Like all the construction there will be done over the summer. And
So they're literally going to start whenever.
I think it
Liverpool's
started
last game of
already.
August.
Yeah, but I think like because it's just a stand and I don't know how it's going to work.
So it's going to be 55,000.
Yeah.
Something like that, 60 or
So
something.
about up at 10, 15, is it?
Yep. It looks amazing, the idea.
And it will be done for next season.
I think they hope it will. Yeah.
Spoofer of the week, Dan.
I didn't really have one. I was just going to put like the whole Liverpool team from last week.
I was going to have Brendan Rodgers in.
The amount of effort they put in for that match, like not their whole season relied on it, but like let's just say they don't make Champions League this year, which is probably more likely going to happen.
Yeah.
That money as well, even for the club, is massive because they would have got next 15 million as well, which is huge.
Sure.
So the lack of effort from all of them, like Gerrard was trying, but it's like you can't rely on a 35-year-old man, whatever it is, like to be
34, go easy.
34. Sorry, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they can't be relying on that. Like, even Balotelli when he came on against Man United, he got the ball twice and he just shot
Yeah, but
stupidly.
he got good saves.
No, they had 2 stupid long range efforts, and he got one that went close.
I wouldn't give out to him.
It was just there was just a lot of like the
What
the
about
whole,
when he hit the
whole
bar?
the whole attitude of the Liverpool team. Even Saturday, like it was a better performance.
I think
But
they were
Man
better
United
on
wanted
Sunday.
that game so much more. They really did. They wanted every tackle.
They played with more confidence. I do not think they played. I don't know
I
what
thought-
tackle you're talking about.
I thought they outfought you, and I thought they wanted it more.
don't think so.
I would tend to disagree there. My spoofer of the week is Arjen Robben.
Oh yeah, for falling over.
practicing his diving before the match. That was just incredible. Is he too fast now?
Or Neuer in the same match kicking out at a ball boy.
Oh yes.
He didn't actually kick him though.
Yeah.
He pretended to kick the ball.
It's even worse. Mental anguish. For a poor ball.
He's a bully.
Yeah.
Hero of the week.
Totti.
Oh yeah, for the Keita
to see what he did. To say to Keita was captain.
Yeah.
And he was coming on. He's like screaming, "Get back on the pitch!" Like I don't care about the thing. Just like I think it was 1-1 or something.
Yeah.
Who was there against? Was it Parma? I think.
Yes.
And it was 1-1, and Totti was coming on with like 10 minutes to go, try and get that goal. Keita runs over, here's the Iron Man. It's like, get back on the pitch. You could screaming at him, like, you know, Keita's great.
Do you have a hero of the week?
I don't. It's been a terrible week of football.
It was really just like this show wasn't really over and talking
I'll
about
give
10
it to
minutes.
Daniel Agger because his poor dog.
Yeah,
So-
we'll give it to Daniel Lager. Okay.
Or Wayne Rooney. That is incredible.
Yeah, it is amazing.
I also say a hero, possibly
I'll go
nomination
Totti.
is Frank Lampard. He scored as many goals as Henry now in the Premier League.
That's true.
He's played
that's-
4 times many seasons.
That is
But to be-
absolutely true.
But to be fair though, for a midfielder, that is a
Oh, no,
fairly
it's very incredible.
amazing.
Yeah.
And his goal record this year at City is 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And like he has not been bad at all. Like he's actually playing well.
oh yeah.
Like I think he's been one of their best players.
I don't actually ever remember when Frank Lampard didn't play well consistently though.
Well,
In
I
all
thought maybe
fairness.
his last
Under
year with
AVB.
Chelsea. Under his last year with Chelsea
Okay.
and under AVB, it didn't work out.
Goal of the week, I'll go with Ramsey in the Champions
I
League.
think we're all gonna go Ramsey. Actually, to be honest, even Podolski's goals were great as well.
Yeah.
You know, all those goals were great.
I like Rooney's goal. But like Ramsey's obviously better. But
But like it was bad defensive errors by Liverpool. But that was just.
Did you see Monday Night Football giving a shit about Lovren?
Yeah, I saw that. But like they're right though because he didn't. There was a lot of times he wasn't covering the ground. But I think definitely the three at the back can definitely help solve problems. But you have to defend properly. Like if you're ending up with Joe Wallen exposed as a left back,
Yeah.
he shouldn't be there. You know.
Yeah, I'll give it to Ramsey. I think we all have.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, that
incredible.
makes sense. Dan or John, any notes from the European leagues? Anything happened in Spain?
Madrid have won 20 games in a row.
That's right.
I told you that. Yeah.
20 games in a row.
Did you see Gareth Bale's run?
Yeah.
Ronaldo
Yeah.
couldn't keep
Just
up with him.
a fast man.
It'd be great for
He's
Liverpool
not
next year.
great though, Bale.
What is this Bale to Liverpool malark that you're on about?
Just think.
Who?
Cheeky bid.
Sorry, what?
I made it up.
Oh, okay. It's one of
Could you
those
not
ones.
tell? Okay, Dan, very briefly tell us your story of your Leeds excursion this past weekend.
My Leeds excursion.
And that's all we have time for.
Well, I wish it kind of was because we fucking lost 1-0. So,
Oh, I forgot about that. Was it a good trip? No.
but besides the result, it was good.
Did you go out drinking when you got back?
No, got off the plane. I got a Chinese, and then I just watched Match of the Day and went to bed. I was pretty tired.
Nice.
Plus, I was up at like 5 o'clock, and I hadn't sat anywhere, and I was drinking since about 9. So I was pretty tired.
Okay. Seamus, 11th in the fantasy football standing. Dave Nocton in a 10th. Tommy at 9th.
Do you think we should
John's
make
already dancing
relegation
here.
this year?
No, we shouldn't.
Get these guys, kick them out of the league.
Not unless we had more people in it, maybe. Enda with Enda is 8th. I'm down to 7th. Jeez, I've just let it go, lads. I haven't gone near it in
You got
months.
27 points or something this week. You have more now, it's a more, but you had a bad weekend.
I had a terrible weekend. Stephen Vincent. Is Stephen new?
Yeah.
He's there a few weeks.
He was there a few
Okay.
weeks.
Stephen there at 6th, usurping myself. John is up to 5th, almost Champions League. Rob Normal in 4th. Ronan O'Reilly in 3rd. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Daniel Carroll in 2nd.
It's still a provisional table. I did say that at the start.
Okay, what points have you got right now from this QPR match?
Lukaku got an assist, so it's probably 5 points.
Okay, and Gary Kiernan is on top currently. Wonders he have any players to stake this. It is full time at Goodison Park. 3-1 to Everton. Barkley, Morales, and Naismith with the goals, as before mentioned. Okay, that fantasy football code is 174451 525194 174451-525194. And we will be back in 2 weeks' time. We're going to take a Christmas break, and
I think we definitely were putting it up.
we might be putting up the Christmas special. I haven't listened to it. It was recorded the night that Germany destroyed Brazil 7-1.
And
in
may
the
I
World
add
Cup.
as well that we started downing a can every time Germany scored because we after 2-0 we're like, these guys are going to run riot. And what happened? We had about 6 cans in 10 minutes.
This
Yes,
has to
we
be the
did.
shortest show ever, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very
It's a good
short.
15
No, we're on
minutes,
about
wasn't
50 minutes, I'd say.
It's
Here.
concise.
I think we should actually just keep talking to build this up to an hour.
Do you want just... No, do we have the fixtures for next weekend?
We didn't really preview Carling Cup, did we?
Yeah, I
Do
did.
we want to? that's happening.
You realise Leeds went to Dean's Court in Bournemouth and won 3-1 earlier this year.
Leeds are going to get relegated this year.
I don't care. We still went to Bournemouth and won 3-1. See what you guys can do
probably
down there.
lose.
I think we'll actually win that game. Would you believe?
Balotelli hat-trick.
Okay, so on my birthday, the 20th, Saturday, we've got Man City and Crystal Palace. Villa host United. That's probably going to be another win for United, no problem. City should do Palace as well. That's in the stadium, or that's at the there.
First.
Yeah. Southampton, Everton, Spurs, Burnley, West Ham, Leicester. Why are we even doing this? QPR, West Brom. We're not doing a show next week, so we can't talk about these matches. Liverpool and Arsenal is on Sunday. That's really the standout game of the weekend.
That's after 12 pubs or your birthday, so it'll be a nice hangover.
Yeah.
Get a carvery or something.
Carvery. What do you think? Carvery in the woolshed or something? You can do a
carvery in the woolshed. You get a platter in the woolshed.
Big dirty burgers in the woolshed.
Yeah, good stuff.
Would you, do you fancy to beat Arsenal?
Not even a little bit.
Not even at home.
No.
Arshaven's not playing. You might win.
I don't care. If Arsenal are playing. I don't.
If Arsenal play the way they did against Newcastle, they'll hockey you.
I don't think they played that well. I think Newcastle played badly.
A little bit of zip to their play. They're a bit of fast.
Okay, will we send some Christmas wishes to the listeners? Thanks for everybody for listening.
Yes.
As a present to us, share the show or tell people about it. That's something that we always like.
Yeah.
And what do you hope you get for Christmas this year, Dan?
Top of the fantasy football league.
Okay, that's realistic. It's a good want. John, what would you like for Christmas?
I asked my uncle what did he want for Christmas, and I want the same thing. A new Liverpool manager.
Do you really?
Really?
Yeah.
But no, who honestly could you get? That is the question.
We link to
Kenny.
Boyer. De Boyer.
Frank de Boer,
Yeah.
the Ajax lad.
Yeah.
But Kenny could come back as a firefighting thing. They could do it,
That would be a disaster, in my opinion.
like they did in
It'd be
2011.
great for 6 months. Just don't give him the contract at the end of it.
Yeah. I guess.
Nah,
Or have him handling racism issues.
I'll give him the. That's grand. Nice t-shirts.
Well, we'll see. We hope everybody gets what they want for Christmas and have a nice break from work. Enjoy the holiday season. Drive carefully. Only have a few shups before getting in the car, you know. Just a few. And
Did they ever make that law legal in Kerry that you're allowed to drink and drive? Remember, it's like the Kerry residents are going mad. I can't drive and drink at the same night. No, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have nowhere to get home.
Yeah,
I
nowhere to
have
get
to
home.
drive after 10 pints.
Yeah, thankfully they didn't.
That's all right.
I think their argument was very similar to that. We'll be back on the 30th of December talking all the
Will we?
fallout. Yeah, won't we?
I won't be now.
Why not,
I
John?
work 14-hour shifts that final week,
Ah, balls.
Looks like it's
so
me and
I'll
you.
be back in
You and you,
January.
pal.
We'll have to get someone new for the show.
Yeah, we'll get Seamus back in, no problem. Seamus, you're booked. Mark it out in your calendar
And
there.
There'll certainly be no GQ awards of the week.
And be
Or,
careful.
sack the stylus.
When you're this Christmas, when you're plugging flat screen TV from under the ring, make sure that it's unplugged.
Sage advice from John, who will return to the show in 2015. Okay, guys, thanks very much for listening, and we will talk to you again in 2 weeks.
You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. He's making a list, he's taking it twice, he's going right up, he's knowing you're nice. Santa Claus You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pay. I'll tell you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Here it goes. Got all his presents, gotta go home now. Wait till next Christmas. I can see him flying. He's flying over Michigan. He's flying over down south. He's coming up through Philly. He's flying over New York. He's flying down the Jersey Turnpike. See you next year, Santa Claus is coming to town. 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 Thank you. I'd just like to take a second. I think this is about our 47th show so far tonight. And there's guys that come in early in the morning and they put all this stuff up so that when we come out here you can hear real good and you can see real good. And I'd just like to please give a big round of hand for the guys that are in my crew because they're the best. Thank you. This is for all them. This is for all you guys. All right?